Self-doubt will always persist, but your ability to not let it stop you will bring success. I doubted my ability to learn to code, be a writer, or become fluent in English. Turns out I was wrong, because I've built my career over the past 5 years on my ability to code, write well, and also communicate in English. I wouldn't sit here today if I had listened to all of my doubts. And so in this video, I want to break down on how I overcame my inner critic and stopped doubting myself. Learning to deal with doubt more effectively unlocks our true potential. It lets us create the life we truly desire. And we start to achieve things we never thought possible. And the way we do this is by becoming our biggest fan. Someone who believes in us and our ability to figure things out. A person that cheers us on in times of difficulty and that knows when we put our mind to something, we will figure it out. And that pats our back when we fall during the process, and it reminds us that each failure is a lesson and a stepping stone towards success. Because at the end, what we think informs how we act, and how we act informs what we think. A loop that will become stronger and stronger over time. If I keep saying to myself, I don't have what it takes, I'm not smart enough, good enough, it will become true, and I've created it myself because I have fought it over and over again. And in this case, our inner critic wins. I still remember saying to myself, I'm not smart enough to be good in English. I had a D in school at the time. But as I started to become my biggest fan, change my beliefs, and also put in the work to become better and better by practicing English daily, I got better. And at the end, I was able to finish school with a straight A. And today I use English more than my native language, German. And that's the power of becoming our biggest fan, changing our beliefs, combined with the action to improve. And so by replacing our old negative beliefs and then using past successes, we prime our mind for future success. And so list out past successes you had and then use those to create future success. And by reviewing them daily, you will remember that you are capable of success and that you have the ability and the strength to achieve what you want to achieve. And done over multiple years, doubt will start to disappear almost completely. And if it turns up, it will be passed quite quickly if we start reminding ourselves of what we've already achieved. And this doubt will then be replaced with a strong self-belief. And the stronger our self-belief grows, the more we can achieve. And of course, it's not something that will happen overnight, but the more we repeat it, the stronger the belief will become. And at some point, we will be surprised at what we are able to do and what we are able to achieve, as well as what we have achieved already. Changing our beliefs is important, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. We also need to put in the work to achieve what we want to achieve. Sitting and thinking about it won't turn it into reality. And the truth is, doing the work will be hard and challenging because we will exit our comfort zone and we start doing things we might have never done before. And when we start to work, our body will cry out and give us various signals to stop what we are currently doing because it's unknown to us, it's hard. And in these moments, we must not listen to it. We need to remind us that it's just a temporary state and these feelings of unease will ultimately pass and momentum will take its place instead. If we just focus on making the first step, writing the first word or creating the first slide. Because if you reflect on all the things you're now good at and how it felt the first time you did them, it will be pretty incomparable. Because if I'm thinking back on everything I did over the years, writing my first line of code, making my first video, or doing my first live webinar, feelings of doubt came up. Am I really made for this? Will I be good at it? And I'm not sure if I really can do it. But I did it anyways. And the more often I did, the less worried I became. And eventually, this doubt and worry was replaced with a strong self-belief. Because with time comes competence, and with competence comes confidence. The longer we do it, the more success we will create, and each success will fuel the next. A loop that will become stronger and stronger over time. Anything great takes time. We won't master a skill in one day, build up a company in 1 week, or create a deep and loving connection with someone over 1 cup of coffee. However, we often quit before success arises because we get impatient, distracted, and we forget to practice what we set out in the beginning. And so we don't review our past successes. We don't remember to focus on the positive beliefs. And we start judging ourselves when we fall, instead of patting our backs and helping us get back up again and reminding us that failure is a part of a journey and a stepping stone towards success. We didn't learn to walk in a day. We fell 10, 100, 1000 times before we made the first successful walk. Because small actions taken over a long period of time will lead us to success. And that's why we need to focus on creating habits that help us stay on track. And these habits remind us of what we said in the beginning and let us enjoy the journey. Because if we cannot enjoy the journey, what's it worth it anyways? And so for me, those habits were meditation, a journal, and daily walks. And so by meditating every day, I trained my mind to be okay with emptiness. I decreased my need for distraction and increased my ability to focus for longer periods of time. And it helped me interfere these negative thought patterns. For example, when I started to think about that I'm not good enough, I could replace this thought with a positive one. And thereby I stopped my mind from getting into these really negative feedback loops. Through journaling, I reminded myself of what I wanted to achieve and who I wanted to become. And I listed out my past successes, the things I'm grateful for, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I could record my successes along the way and also reflect on the things when I failed. And going for long walks gave me often the clarity and distance I needed when I was faced with a problem. I could brainstorm ideas, it gave me good energy to do great work, and it also gave me this free and creative space which inspired me but also helped me to balance. To learn more in general about what drives us to do hard and challenging work, you can check out a video which I made about it here. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and remember, keep growing, keep striving, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.